Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is Absolute Superman number 9. This series, for those who haven't been reading it, is really, really solid. So the Absolute Universe is kind of, offshoot of the main DC universe with kind of like a back-to-basics version of a lot of the characters, stripping them of a lot of things that we have come to know and reworking a lot of stuff for them as well. So this is written by Jason Aaron. Rafa Sandoval is the artist, as well as Fico, Ossio, and Ulises Arreola is the colorist, with Becca, Carey as the letterer. So this Superman is very much like an insurgent Superman. He doesn't work for the Daily Planet. Instead, he's wandering Earth, trying to right the wrongs of the Lazarus Corporation, which is headed up by Ra's al Ghul and guided by the Brainiac algorithm. The basics are there, as I said. Like, this Superman came from dying Krypton. Krypton, had this scientific leadership, or this leadership that decided to refuse to, see the writing on the wall and save as many people as possible. Instead, it kind of was in denial, for the majority of folks, and then tried to save a few rich, wealthy, powerful. But Superman was saved. He got out of there and was sent to Earth, like we've kind of seen many times before. And as I said, this isn't the Superman we've seen in the past. This is one who really is on the grounds, getting his hands dirty, and taking on an evil corporation and that's exploiting individuals. When I say there's twists on characters, Lois Lane is a soldier, employee of this evil Lazarus Corporation, and she kind of sees something in Superman. And then there is an insurgent group called the Omega Men, of which Jimmy Olsen is a member. And in the previous issue, Superman was shot by this version of Peacemaker with kryptonite bullets. And here he is fighting for survival and then eventually helping the Omega Men. Grudgingly, I'll say. It's a solid issue for many reasons. One, we get to get a better idea of Lois Lane and what type of person she is. There is a hell of a scene with her, and she really comes away as she'll jack you up, tough as nails person. You want to follow her and see her succeed. Jimmy is an interesting one. A member of the Mega Men, kind of seems more not quite as a all-in true believer, and there's some skepticism there. He sees the fault, sees the fault in the Omega Men. And then there's Superman himself, who is dealing with kind of the ramifications, not just of being hit with the kryptonite, but also the fact that everyone seems to have a role for him. He's not being able to choose what he wants to be, what he wants to do, how he wants to present himself. Everyone else is doing that for him, that they have expectations as to what he is, who he is, and what he should do. And it leads kind of an interesting frustration. And part of that frustration is just his general past and what he's experienced. The comic lays out a really interesting concept, and one I will admit I've never thought about before. Superman sees that Krypton tried to kill him. It was a planet that got destroyed and he barely got out surviving. And Krypton's still trying to kill him in the form of kryptonite and these bullets. It's a past he can't escape, yet he is the one surviving aspect that we know of Krypton. And to me, it's a really interesting concept, and it's a really interesting idea that this planet, that he is the only evidence that exists, or not really the only evidence, but he is the living evidence that it exists. That planet is still trying to kill him, almost that it's trying to erase everyone that was there and leave no survivors. And to me, it's a really kind of an interesting way to look at the destruction of the planet and his weaknesses and all that. It's to me, it feels something new. I don't know if it's ever been spelled out before, but to me, it's interesting. Like, it really is an interesting way of framing him, his past, what he does represent, and he sees himself as this embodiment of his surviving people. The art is fantastic. Like, every issue is absolutely great. The detail on this tells so much of the story of his pain, of his lashing out, what happens to it. We also see, be spoilers, is we get to see here a father box that the Omega Men use. I mean, it's been teased and hinted that they are using technology that we generally associate with Darkseid, and here we get to see a little bit more of that with a kind of a tease as to what the future may possibly be, whether or not it's going to be the Omega Men that bring this future, Lazarus Corporation brings this future, or maybe even Darkseid himself brings this future. This issue I also like, and I think it was, I don't remember, it might have been the last Absolute Wonder Woman, or maybe it was Absolute Green Lantern. They're starting to bring together the various comics. This makes references to other comics and events that are in the Absolute line, and we haven't really seen that yet. We haven't seen that convergence of a cohesive world yet, but we're starting to slowly see that here. At least one piece of that puzzle, which is nice. I like the nice references to other things going on. It's a fantastic issue, great art, great series. I think this is one of the best series that DC's putting out. Absolutely wonderful. Go get it. If you haven't been reading this series, go catch up. It's well worth it. It's awesome. It's a really great take of Superman. This is a character I've never really cared about, to be honest. Like, I've read runs and always enjoyed it. Like, it's always been decent, but it's never been a character I've really been invested in and want to see what happens next. This is the series that's getting me into that level. You can go get it. It's out in shops. We've got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code. Tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage. By doing that, you help support our site, so thanks for that. And just watching our video support us as always, so thank you as well. If you are into comics, check us out every day at graphicpolicy.com. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Till next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.